friends, it's Jules. Welcome to Jules Reads, and this is going to be my weekly reading recap for the week ending of July 13th, 2025. I'm going to make this pretty quick. It's pretty hot out here, but it is lovely, so I thought I'd sit outside, and hopefully my microphone is working so we're not picking up all the noises like the car rumbling and probably an airplane. All right, let's get started. So the books I finished, the first one I'm going to talk about is The Service Berry, and this is by Robin Wall Kimmerer. I read her book Braiding Sweetgrass last year. Absolutely loved it. This book is really cute. It's short and just really gorgeous. There's illustrations in here. I should mention the illustrations are by, I saw it somewhere in the back here. Illustrator is John Burgoyne, and I loved it. It is a nonfiction. She is an indigenous botanist, and it was just lovely. And it is just about the gifts we can give to each other, and mainly in the world, in the natural world, like our greatest teacher, our plants, and talking a lot about that. I did really love, there was a section here I saw, she had a little free library, and then there was a section here and it says, let me put my glasses on, the two shelves are full of paperback mysteries, children's books, and a few how-to manuals. Books flow in and out to passerby with no obligation. Someone's fine woodworking and crafting the box was a gift to the community, which attracted the gifts of books, which attracted the gift of readers. This free little library movement has spread all over the country to share a love of reading and to bring books to everyone in a gift economy. That is an incremental step beyond sharing a book with a friend to sharing with your neighborhood. I love that. It literally gives me chills talking about it. I absolutely love her and cannot recommend enough. I am drinking it's like sparkling water with lemon in it and a little bit of ginger ale. Really good. I'm gonna leave my glasses on because I did write something for this one, next one. This is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I've been wanting to read this for years and I finally read it. I knew a lot about it just from, well, a lot from it. What was that show with Josh Hartnett? Penny Dreadfuls? Something like that. I love that show. And so I knew kind of about what the character, I don't think they show the painting in the TV show, but there was another TV show I watched where it showed it. And I've actually seen a painting, a very famous one, in some museum. It might have been Chicago. I'll try and figure that out. But this is by Oscar Wilde, and I did start by reading it physically and the audio. I ended up just doing the audio for this one, and this takes place in the late 19th century. I have notes down here. It's a book about vanity and narcissism. It's a twisted premise. Dorian is a beautiful young man living in Victoria, London. When his portrait is painted, he makes a dark wish that he could stay young forever, while the painting bears the weight of time and his sins. So the painting will start deteriorating. He will start looking older in the painting, where he just stays new even though he's committing sins, and you would think that he would be just the stress of how his lifestyle is, that he would be aging, but he's not. Dorian dives deeper into a life of pleasure, vanity, and moral corruption, yet his appearance remains flawless. It's a haunting tale of beauty and temptation, and this does mix gothic horror and wit. I loved it. I didn't quite give it a 5-star. I gave it a 4. It was probably because my expectations were too high because it's been on my TBR forever. I hope my phone doesn't overheat. It's really hot out. And I am super red. I played pickleball this morning and I always get red. Ever since I was a little kid, I get really red in the face. I did shower, but I'm still like really red. It's just my natural lovely skin tone. Okay, what am I currently reading? I am reading A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. I don't have it tabbed where I'm actually at. I'm doing this one on audio as well and loving it. I kind of am comparing it to Angela's Ashes a little bit, whereas this is fiction and that is nonfiction, but it just has that vibe to me where there's humor in it, but it also is very serious, and it can be humor about very serious things. I'm loving it. And there's so many good lines and the writing is beautiful. Loving this one. Not too far in it, so I will give more of an update when I get further along. And then I'm about halfway through The Lovely Bones. And this is, oh, I should have said The Tree Grows in Brooklyn is by Betty Smith. And this one is by Alice Sebold. This is our June book club pick, my In Real Life book club. And we are reading this month. I'm about halfway through. I think a lot of the group is not even going to read it because it is kind of a hard subject matter, but I did tell them that there is a lot of funny stuff in here. So we know right away, and most of you probably already know, that it's a young girl who's murdered. And I already knew that from the movie, but it takes place in the first chapter. It's not a spoiler, it's even on the back. And then it's her in heaven, experiencing heaven, what that's like, and then looking at her family and friends and what they're going through and the grief that they're going through, trying somehow to connect with them. But there's a lot of humor in it too. Some of the humor is from before she passed, but I really like it. The writing is beautiful, and I do love the movie. I love Stanley Tucci, but I think it's great. And for me, yes, that's a hard subject matter, but it went really quickly, the part where they do talk about the murder, but it went so quickly that it didn't really bother me too much, and I'm loving it. All right, I did get 2 new books this week, and the first one was a lovely gift. I'll have to post a photo here of what it looked like but when it was wrapped. And this is from a book club, one of our book club members. She's one of my best friends, but and she gave one to all of us, gave us the same book. And the book is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I don't even know what it's about. I have seen this one, and I have seen a lot of praise for it. Let me quickly read maybe a paragraph from the back. Well, it just says 6 summers to fall in love, 1 moment to fall apart, a weekend to get it right. They say you can never go home again, and for Persephone Fraser, ever since she made the biggest mistake of her life a decade ago, that has felt too true. Instead of spending glittering summers on the lakeshore of her childhood, she stays home in a stylish apartment in the city, keeping everyone a safe distance from her heart, until she receives a call that sends her racing back to Barry Bays and into the orbit of Sam Florrick, the man she never thought she'd have to live without. Okay, so maybe a reconnecting. I can't even see if I'm on screen because it's so bright out. Maybe a reconnection love story. Summer. Perfect gift idea. And then the last book I'm going to talk about is our August pick, and I picked it up today, and it is Taylor Jenkins Reid, Atmosphere. I'm super excited. I've heard a lot of praise for this. I did love Daisy Jones and the Six, and I loved Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I think I tried one other one that I didn't love. Yeah, what one was that? I can't remember. There was one I didn't like, but I've heard a lot of praise for this one, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I think it's just a sapphic love story. It takes place in the 80s, and she is, I think, at NASA. All right. Refreshing. And then I only have 3 TV shows. Actually, one is a YouTube series, which is happening on YouTube right now. But I've been rewatching Shetland, and this is a Scottish show. I think the original, it is kind of a remake. The original was in Sweden, I believe. Am I thinking of Wallander? I'm thinking of Wallander. My husband had said in his running club, they were talking about shows they love, and a lot of people said the British, like Vera and Shetland and something else. And I think what it is, they're just calmer, like the more subtle and quiet, whereas I feel like American TV like that can just be hard-hitting, always a lot of music in the background, which I'm not a huge fan of at all. But by the way, they're playing techno music when we were at pickleball this morning. I'm like, who are those? The 4 people that actually like techno? we were not enjoying the techno. Okay. And let's see, then I watched the movie In Time, and this is with Justin Timberlake and Amanda Seyfried, I think her name is. And the reason I watched it was because Cillian Murphy's in it, and he kind of plays a bad guy. So I was like, ooh, I had watched it before. See, there's a plane overhead, so this will be the microphone test. If you can hear the plane, or can you hear me? And I did really like the movie. I'm not a Justin Timberlake fan. And the time is currency, and you have how many days left of your life on your arm right here. And when you're exchanging currency and time, or in giving, you might be giving time to somebody, or you might be taking, you grab your hands, and it depends on which way your arm is. But it is kind of a thriller, action, suspense type movie. It's sci-fi. It's good. I liked it. And Cillian Murphy, of course, does a great job. And then the last one I want to talk about is my husband and I have been loving the 50 States in 50 Days by Ryan Trahan here on YouTube. He's amazing, and it's just a good-hearted, fun show. Kids would really like it. And he's going to all 50 states in 50 days and staying at really unique Airbnbs, so that's the fun part. I can't wait till he gets to Minnesota to see where he stays here. But that's been really fun to watch. They're quick, and yeah. So I think that's all I have to talk about. And I'm gonna pack up and go inside because it's really hot out. And I hope you guys have a great week, and I will chat with you soon. Take care.